As women grow and explore the world of relationships, careers, and life itself, the pursuit of stability often feels like an unspoken weight. It can feel like a burden, a box that society has placed them. The idea of being in a stable relationship, while comforting, can seem suffocating when it lacks the intensity and excitement that chaos brings. When you think of the stories of women who enter into tumultuous relationships with men who are unpredictable, dangerous, or emotionally unavailable, it can seem like a pattern. The initial stages of these relationships are filled with the rush of emotions, the excitement of uncertainty, the thrill of unpredictability. It feels like something real, something that cuts through the monotony of everyday life. But here's the thing, chaos often represents the things we feel are missing: excitement, spontaneity, passion, even control. It's not about rejecting stability outright, but about the subconscious desire for more. Women are not seeking instability for the sake of it, but they're often searching for something that ignites their emotions and makes them feel alive. Let's dive into how early experiences shape this desire for chaos. There are times when a woman's early relationships, especially with family or caregivers, set the tone for what she believes love and security should look like. If she grew up in an environment where love was conditional, chaotic, or filled with emotional turmoil, she might on some level internalize the idea that love and chaos are intertwined. She might come to believe that love is supposed to be exciting and unpredictable, that passion can only exist in the midst of tension and uncertainty. It's difficult to unlearn such ingrained patterns of thinking, especially when they're wrapped up in deep-seated emotional need. Many women find themselves returning to relationships that mirror their past, even if these relationships are destructive or unhealthy. The chaos, in this case, feels familiar. It feels like home. It can be comforting to return to what is known, even if it's unhealthy. This psychological pattern is something that many people, not just women, can fall into, repeating what is familiar even if it's not in their best interest. On the other hand, some women might consciously seek chaos because it promises something unattainable in a stable relationship: emotional growth, the constant back and forth, the emotional push and pull, the moments of intensity and passion. These experiences can feel like emotional exercises, forcing growth, change, and self-discovery. In a steady relationship, there might not be as much emotional stimulation. Without the tension, there might be a lack of motivation to change, to evolve. In chaos, however, there's always something to overcome, always something to fight for, always something to grow through. It's as if chaos promises the chance for transformation, an opportunity to learn, to feel, to experience. There's also the factor of emotional resilience. Some women are attracted to chaos because they feel equipped to handle it. Having faced challenges and adversity in their past, they may believe that they can navigate the emotional ups and downs of a turbulent relationship. They might believe that chaos is something to be conquered, something to be tamed, rather than something that should be avoided. In a sense, this type of woman sees herself as a fixer, a healer, someone who can bring order to the disorder. The idea of controlling chaos becomes empowering, almost like a challenge. And what's more alluring than the idea of being able to transform something chaotic into something beautiful? But this belief can be deceptive. Chaos, by its very nature, is not easily tamed or controlled. While some women might think they can control the chaos, the reality is often different. Over time, chaos wears a person down. It takes an emotional toll. The idea that one can change the course of an unpredictable, unstable relationship often leads to burnout, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. In the end, they might find themselves stuck in a cycle, unable to break free from the very chaos they thought they could manage. Let's also look at the societal factors that influence the attraction to chaos. Our media and culture have long romanticized chaos in relation. Think about the stories told in books, movies, and television shows. The passionate, dramatic relationships that are full of emotional highs and lows. These relationships are often portrayed as true love, the kind that transcends stability, the kind that feels like women particularly are taught through these cultural narratives that love is supposed to be wild, uncontrollable, and all-consuming. The more a person is exposed to this narrative, the more they may internalize the idea that love without chaos is not real love. We see this reflected in the way women are often told that they should be in relationships that challenge them, that push them to their limits, that make them feel deeply. While these kinds of relationships can be exciting in the beginning, they can also become dangerous when they lead to instability, heartbreak, and emotional scars. Yet the idea of romantic chaos can seem enticing. The love story filled with tension and drama becomes a dream, It promises something more than the ordinary, something beyond the mundane. Then there is the notion of emotional addiction. Women, like all people, can become addicted to the intensity of chaotic relationships. In the same way that some people become addicted to substances, others become addicted to the emotional rush that chaos provides. The emotional highs that come from a chaotic relationship can feel euphoric, and the lows can feel devastating. It's in this roller coaster of emotions that some women find themselves hooked, unable to break free from the emotional grip of chaos. This cycle of emotional extremes, though damaging, can become a habit, but ultimately it's important to recognize that these patterns can change. Women are not doomed to remain in chaotic relationships forever. With self-awareness, emotional healing, and support, many can break free from the pull of chaos and move toward healthier, more stable relationships. The key is understanding why chaos is so alluring in the first place. It's about recognizing that chaos isn't a necessity for growth, love, or passion. It's a choice, one that can be made out of a longing for intensity, familiarity, or emotional fulfillment. As women come to understand the impact of chaos in their lives, they begin to see the beauty in stability. They realize that stability isn't boring, that it doesn't lack passion. In fact, stability can be the foundation for the deepest forms of love that is grounded, enduring, and built on trust and mutual respect. It might not always be thrilling, but it is nourishing, supportive, and real. In stability, there is a different kind of excitement, the joy of knowing you're loved, of knowing that you are not just surviving but thriving in a relationship that is steady and secure. So why do women reject stability for chaos? It's a complicated question, but it's rooted in the search for something real, something more alive. Chaos offers a sense of purpose, a chance to feel deeply, to grow, and to experience passion in a way that stability sometimes cannot provide. Yet it's a dangerous path, one that often leads to heartbreak and exhaustion. Understanding this desire for chaos is the first step in realizing that stability can offer a deeper kind of fulfillment, one that nourishes the soul and builds the foundation for a lasting, meaningful love. It's crucial to consider the deeper psychological forces at play. At the core of this dynamic is the human need for self-expression, self-discovery, and emotional fulfillment. Stability can sometimes feel restrictive, as though it limits a person's ability to grow and evolve in the way they desire. Chaos, on the other hand, offers a sense of freedom, even if that freedom comes with emotional turmoil. It's an irony that chaos, often filled with instability, can feel like the ultimate form of self-expression. Women particularly are often socialized to be caregivers, to nurture and support others. Their roles in relationships are often shaped by these cultural expectations, leading them to sometimes suppress their own desires and needs. In a stable relationship, where there is calm order and predictability, a woman might feel like she's losing herself, her individuality, or her passion. The steadiness of stability can bring with it an overwhelming sense of complacency. When everything is set in place, when there are no surprises, no drama, no challenges to face, a woman might feel as if she's not truly living. This sense of being stuck in stability can drive many to seek out chaos. The emotional turbulence of a chaotic relationship provides an outlet, a space where one can experience passion, intensity, and a sense of unpredictability that stability simply cannot offer. In the storm of chaos, there is something deeply human about the struggle, the desire to overcome, to endure, to fight for love, or to navigate emotional highs and lows. It is in this struggle that women may feel that they are truly alive, engaging with life on a deeper level. Additionally, some women may reject stability because they feel that stability doesn't allow them to explore all the facets of their emotions. In a chaotic relationship, every emotion is heightened, every feeling becomes more significant, more into love, hate,